We sometimes forget. We forget where it all comes from. As the drum in our chest busies itself about the next beat, while we wash, rinse, and repeat our days, we forget about the kaleidoscope of different ways that we are bound to the land. That we can grow nothing from mixed sand and cement, that wildlife will not thrive upon pavement. While we busy ourselves with bills and rent, we forget about who grew what we're having for dinner. We sometimes forget that as our sprawl grows wider, our sustainability is spread thinner. We sometimes forget that the greater our reach, the less our grip, the closer indifference, the further we slip. We sometimes forget to care where it all comes from. Not just the ground, but the green thumb that put it there. We take for granted the air we breathe and the water we drink. We think it will always just be there. That there will always be spare land to grow the things we need, that there will, without exception, be enough food to feed us. And while we discuss what is, we lose sight of what's next. We push the subtext of our story off to the side. We do everything we can to hide the fact that we are responsible for what happens here. That how we act now will determine whether the future has a habitat or a souvenir. Here is where it all comes from. Not just the food, but the mood it puts you in while running, biking, walking through it. Not just the honey in your tea, but the frozen pond upon which you learn to play hockey. It is a place of memory, a sanctuary of biodiversity. It is the root of the tree that sustains you. It is the course through which you will hear other voices finding harmony in the belief that this is a place worth saving. That we are engraving the initials of this place into ourselves, knowing that our passion is what makes us community. We are devout to this cause. So when the strength it gives us implores our blood to bring forth the next beat of our drum, we will take a moment to remember that here is where it came from.